Hello everyone, my name is Ashish and I am going to discuss vMitosis, a system design that makes page tables local on virtualized NUMA servers. This is a joint work with my co-authors Reto, Arkaprava, Abhishek, Gopinath and Janil. Large memory systems are built using multiple CPUs, where a CPU can access its local memory as well as memory attached to other CPUs. This introduces non-uniform memory access or NUMA effect in the system, where accessing remote objects can be 2 or more times slower than accessing a local object. Current system designs incorporate a number of optimizations to hide the effect of NUMA on application performance. However, these optimizations are used only for user level data, assuming that the placement or access latency of kernel data objects is not important. In this talk, we are going to see how these design choices lead to mismanagement of two-dimensional page tables on virtualized NUMA systems and how they impact application performance. We are going to discuss vMitosis, a system design that mitigates the effect of NUMA on virtualized page table walks, and we are going to see how it improves performance in a number of different use cases. Page tables are important structures because we know that the working sets of current applications are typically far bigger than the reach of hardware TLB. While systems today are equipped with terabytes of memory, the TLB coverage with conventional page sizes is limited to only a few megabytes. In a virtualized system, a TLB miss requires a two-dimensional page table walk over guest page tables or GPT and extended page tables or EPT. This requires up to 24 memory accesses, which are known to contribute 10 to 50% runtime overhead, which will further increase with Intel's upcoming 5-level page tables that will require up to 35 memory accesses. In this work, we focus on NUMA systems and show that high latency remote memory accesses can amplify virtualized address translation overheads and make them much worse than a traditional non-NUMA system. Our previous work, Mitosis, that appeared in SPLOS 2020, looked at this problem in the context of native execution. However, mitosis is not a complete solution for virtualized environments that not only involve two-dimensional page tables, but virtualized abstractions also hide platform details from the guest operating systems. For example, the NUMA topology of the physical server. These details are important for mitosis to implement its optimizations. vMitosis bridges this gap and makes two-dimensional page table walks local. We focus on two common scenarios that lead to expensive virtualized page table walks. The first one is related to the migration of virtual machines and workloads. For a small workload that fits within a single NUMA socket, the system tries to keep its threads and data objects close to each other. These workloads are occasionally migrated across NUMA sockets, for example, to improve load balancing in the system. With the help of NUMA-aware optimizations, for example NUMA-aware data placement, the system also migrates data pages along with the threads. Unfortunately, operating system designs today assume that the access latency of kernel objects is not important for performance, since kernel objects consume very little memory compared to the application requirements. Therefore, kernel objects are typically pinned in memory, including page tables. As a result of these design choices, cross-NUMA socket migration makes page tables remote. The graph on the right quantifies the overhead of remote page tables. We find that remote page table accesses can slow down an application by more than 50%. The effect of NUMA increases further when page table accesses are not only remote but also experience interference due to other workloads. Overall, remote page table walks can increase application runtime by more than 3x. What is interesting here is the fact that the combined footprint of guest and extended page tables is typically less than 1% of applications' overall memory consumption. However, page table lookups lie in the critical path, and in many cases, their access latency affects application performance as much as the access latency of regular data pages. We believe it is a high time to optimize systems to improve the access locality of page tables irrespective of their memory consumption. In the second scenario, we focus on scale-out workloads. Threads and possibly data pages of these workloads span multiple NUMA sockets. Since each GPT or EPT entry is local for only one socket in the system, two-dimensional page table walks are likely to access remote memory. We study these workloads in details in two popular virtual machine configurations. The first configuration is NUMA visible, where the system's NUMA topology is exposed to the virtual machine and to the guest operating system via virtual NUMA sockets. These virtual NUMA sockets have a one-to-one mapping with the physical resources. This configuration allows both the guest operating system and the hypervisor to optimize their performance for NUMA. Unfortunately, the configuration of a NUMA visible virtual machine cannot be changed after the system is initialized. Because NUMA topology is fixed when the guest operating system boots up, and operating systems today cannot accommodate changes in the affinity of vCPUs and memory at runtime. As a consequence, if the hypervisor deploys a NUMA visible virtual machine, it needs to disable important features like VM migration, vCPU hot plugging, and memory ballooning, which is not ideal for service providers in terms of resource management. The second configuration is NUMA oblivious, where all vCPUs and memory pages of the VM are grouped into a single virtual socket. This allows flexible resource management at the hypervisor level, and the hypervisor can schedule and migrate these virtual machines in any way it wants. Unfortunately, this configuration is not ideal for performance as the guest operating system is now unable to optimize for NUMA. Many important workloads, such as databases that are NUMA aware by design, are likely to experience suboptimal performance if they are deployed in this configuration. Since no single configuration is superior in all cases, we consider both of them in our design. For multi-socket workloads, we try to figure out how common is it for them to access remote memory for virtualized address translation. We answer this question by analyzing how their GPT and EPT are distributed across NUMA sockets. And what we find is quite interesting. In the NUMA visible case, when guest operating system and hypervisor both are in control of NUMA optimizations, more than 80% of their two-dimensional page table walks require at least one remote memory access. It becomes even worse for NUMA oblivious VMs, when no virtualized page table walk can be completed without involving remote memory accesses. This shows that multi-socket workloads experience high effect of NUMA during virtualized address translation. At a high level, in vMitosis, we propose two techniques to handle migration and multi-socket workloads. Both of our solutions rely on well-known NUMA management techniques. Our solution for the migration case is quite intuitive. When the operating system or the hypervisor move workloads or virtual machines across sockets, we also migrate the guest page tables and extended page tables. For multi-socket workloads, we replicate page tables. That is, we create multiple copies of the guest and extended page tables. Once replicated, we schedule all threads and vCPUs with their local replica. This way, page table walks can be completed without having to access remote memory. Now, let's discuss how we actually implement these techniques in vMitosis. Let's look at migration first. We drive page table migration with a simple locality invariant on page tables. The invariant specifies that a page table page must be placed with majority of its children. To figure out if page tables are placed as expected, we occasionally scan page table entries, and with the help of an array, we maintain per socket counters for each page. These counters track where the children of the pages are located. At the end of the scan, we figure out the ideal location of these pages by looking at the value of the counters. For the example page shown here, 2 of its children are placed on socket 0, 3 are placed on socket 1, 2 on socket 2, and 1 on socket 3. Therefore, this page should be placed on socket 1 as per the locality invariant. Let's go through how vMitosis migrates the entire page table tree with the help of this locality invariant. We take an example of EPT migration. Once the hypervisor migrates the vCPUs and data pages of the VM, we start scanning the page tables. Initially, we detect that the locality invariant in the leaf or level 4 of the EPT is violated, since leaf page table entries point to data pages. Therefore, vMitosis migrates the level 4 first. Migration of level 4 violates the locality invariant in level 3 of the EPT, because level 3 PTEs point to level 4. Therefore, level 3 of the EPT is migrated next. At this point, it is easy to see how vMitosis will migrate the entire page table tree once the VM is migrated to a different socket. This technique of migrating page tables is quite different from mitosis. Mitosis uses replication even for migrating page tables. It maintains multiple copies of the page table and schedules threads with their local copy after migration and frees the old replica of the page table. vMitosis saves the space and runtime cost of having to maintain multiple copies. It is therefore much more lightweight as compared to mitosis. The locality invariant and migration of page tables is not sufficient for multi-socket workloads, where page table entries are accessed from multiple sockets. For these workloads, vMitosis replicates page tables. Replicating page tables requires four design components that we originally proposed in mitosis, and they apply similarly to EPT and GPT. First, we need to allocate EPT and GPT replicas on all sockets where the application is running. We need to provide hardware threads with page table replica from their local socket for better performance. For correctness, we need to ensure that every core observes the most up-to-date translation entry at all times. And for correct operating system behavior, we need to preserve the semantics of access and dirty bits that are part of the page tables. These bits help operating system in page reclamation algorithms and in identifying which pages need to be flushed to disk. We ensure translation coherence by eagerly propagating page table updates to all replicas and flushing TLBs as required. Access and dirty bits are set by the hardware threads on whichever copy they refer to, and hence their values may differ across replicas. This, however, is not a correctness problem. To ensure that operating system and hypervisor receive the correct information, we OR their values from all the replicas while reading these bits. This way, we return the same value of these bits as the operating system will find without replicated page tables. Replicating page tables in the NUMA visible configuration is relatively simple. In this case, the guest operating system can allocate and maintain GPT replicas from the virtual NUMA sockets, and hypervisor can do the same for EPT replicas based on physical sockets. Once replicas are allocated, threads and vCPUs can be scheduled independently with the local replica. Replication of GPT in this case is similar to replicating page tables in a bare metal system, which is exactly what mitosis does. Therefore, for a complete solution, we augment the guest operating system, which is Linux in our case, with mitosis and incorporate its four design components in KVM hypervisor. Replicating EPT remains similar in the NUMA Oblivious configuration as well. However, replicating GPT is not straightforward when the NUMA topology is hidden from the guest OS. It involves challenges for identifying how many NUMA sockets the virtual machine is using and information about the affinity of virtual CPUs. We also need a way to allocate GPT replicas from different sockets, while the physical placement of memory pages is also unknown. Once replicas are allocated, we need to assign local replica to each vCPU. We solve these challenges by exploiting common hardware-software properties of current systems. We identify NUMA mappings based on the intercore communication latency of vCPUs. It indicates how far two vCPUs are scheduled on the physical server. For allocating GPT replicas from different sockets, we rely on demand paging and the fact that system software allocates memory pages from the local socket of the core that requests memory in order to optimize for locality. Once these two requirements are satisfied, assignment of local replica becomes relatively easy to handle. We construct a micro benchmark to identify the NUMA affinity of virtual CPUs. In this micro benchmark, two threads share one variable and write to it certain number of times in a ping-pong manner. Because the variable is shared, this leads to cache line bouncing between the vCPUs, as the ownership of the shared cache line gets transferred back and forth. The time spent in this process depends on the distance between the vCPUs. If two vCPUs are scheduled on different sockets, then the transfer of the cache line also includes the interconnect latency, and therefore updates to the shared variable will be much slower compared to the case when two CPUs are scheduled on the same socket. On our experimental system, we found the intra-socket communication latency to be in the range of 50 to 55 nanoseconds, which increases to 125 to 130 nanoseconds for inter-socket transfers. We run this micro benchmark on every pair of vCPUs and store the measurements in a table. Once completed, we parse this table and construct virtual NUMA groups by placing those vCPUs in the same group that have low communication latency. In the example shown here, we find 4 virtual NUMA groups. We place vCPUs 0 and 4 in one socket, 1 and 5 in the second, 2 and 6 in the third, and 3 and 7 in the fourth. This process is fast enough to be practical in most cases. On our system with 192 hardware thread, it takes us less than 1 minute to construct virtual NUMA groups. If the hypervisor reschedules vCPUs across NUMA sockets, we can run this profiler periodically and update virtual NUMA groups at runtime. Once we have identified all the virtual NUMA groups, our next task is to allocate GPT replicas from the local socket of each group. To do so, we select one vCPU from each NUMA group. The selected vCPU then allocates an arbitrary memory page and writes to it. It is important here to make sure that this page has not been accessed by the virtual machine so far, and it is easier to do so immediately after booting the VM. Since the page is being accessed for the first time, it raises an EPT violation to the hypervisor. The hypervisor will notice that the vCPU is trying to access a page, and via demand paging, it will fix the EPT violation by allocating a fresh page to the VM. In NUMA systems, the operating system and hypervisors in the common case allocate pages to optimize for locality. This way, the vCPU gets a page from its local socket. We do this for all NUMA groups and allocate as many replica pages as required. This completes all our requirements for GPT replication in the NUMA Oblivious VM. Let's look at some of the results. We evaluate our prototype on a 4-socket Cascade Lake server that has 384 GB memory and 24 cores per socket. Pinned page tables in Linux and KVM that become remote after workload migration increase execution time of memory-intensive workloads as discussed earlier. vMitosis migrates the guest and extended page tables and performs similar to an ideal system where page tables are local, improving workload performance by as much as 3.1x over Linux and KVM. Large pages, for example 2 MB transparent huge pages in Linux, help in reducing TLB pressure and make page table walks less expensive by reducing the number of levels in the page tables from 4 to 3. Therefore, the effect of NUMA is relatively lower with THP, but still significant for applications like Redis that gain 47% speedup with vMitosis. However, THP had some known issues. For example, they increase memory footprint of some applications by creating memory bloat in their address space. In our experiments, this leads to out-of-memory error for memcached. This shows that we cannot rely only on large pages for controlling virtualized address translation overheads, and solutions like vMitosis are valuable irrespective of the page size. In the NUMA visible configuration, vMitosis reduces the runtime of multi-socket workloads by replicating their two-dimensional page tables by as much as 60% over Linux and KVM with the baseline 4 KB pages. As expected, improvements over THP are relatively moderate. However, well-known issues like memory bloat make THP unusable for applications like memcached. This makes vMitosis desirable as THP is not sufficient in many cases. In the NUMA Oblivious configuration, vMitosis reduces application runtime by as much as 40%. In the paper, we also compare these results with a paravirtualized variant of vMitosis, where the guest operating system communicates with the hypervisor to identify virtual NUMA groups and allocate GPT replicas. We can think of this paravirtualized variant as an ideal system with respect to performance, as it allows the guest operating system a great deal of control over GPT management. Our results in the paper show that the NUMA Oblivious approach we discussed in this talk provides similar performance as an ideal paravirtualized system. This is all we have for this talk. To summarize, we show how NUMA increases virtualized address translation overheads because existing NUMA optimizations ignore the placement and access latency of kernel objects. We present a prototype implementation of vMitosis in Linux and KVM. Our implementation is open source. vMitosis enables faster address translation for virtualized systems by migrating and replicating page tables. We evaluate our prototype on a real 4-socket system with 1.5 TB memory and demonstrate up to 60% speedup for multi-socket workloads and up to 3.1x speedup for single-socket workloads. vMitosis also improves performance over 2 megabyte transparent use pages by as much as 47%. To check out other interesting details on vMitosis and for more results, please refer to the full paper.